Okay, the morning routine for the rabbits and the guinea pigs. Well, first we cut up veggies and put the white towel down for the rabbits and put a clean washcloth down for the guinea pigs. And then, while they're all eating, sorry, Bibi, something's going on with Bibi right now. I don't know what, but she's freaking out. But everything's fine. She's just, I guess, because I'm videotaping her. I don't know. So then we take this off of the top of the guinea pig's face, and then we take this out. Okay, set it over on the bed. All right. And then we shake out this. Oh, I forgot. We have to put on gloves because you do not want to handle all the poops and stuff. Hold on. I have to put on the gloves. Okay. And I also try to get off all the hay. All right. And then just kind of look at them. On a daily basis, all I do is shake everything out, get all the poops off. If it looks really soiled, then throw it in, I'll bring it in here, the animal laundry, which is this one, the small one, the small little basket. Okay, that's the animal laundry. And today is Friday. Normally I replace all of this every Sunday. But this is feeling pretty heavy, so I think they've peed pretty much, but they're really, the animals don't feel all the pee, so we're fine. And we come over here and we get 2 clean ones off of the shelf. And I will just set the clean ones over there for now. Then we take this, shake it off. I made this actually because it fits perfectly back here on the side behind them, and it's very absorbent because I use those moving pads from the movers when I moved here last year. Then we take this and we shake it out in the garbage. Okay, just shake it all out. All right, then set it aside. We're not going to undo this for today because when I replace the bottom, that is a weekly thing. Okay, but during the week, each day, twice a day, I come in and I shake out all of this. Okay, look at all that. I just scoop that right up, and it's kind of hard to do this one-handed, but I'm not a YouTuber, so I don't have all this fancy equipment and strobe lights and sticks and whatever. I'm just doing this, so in case I need to go to work and, in California, then I can show my family how to do it while I'm out visiting. Not visiting, working for my job, and then I come back, everything's fine. So I take all of this and shake it out. Okay, and try to keep it all in the garbage. I know it's hard, but with 2 hands it won't be hard. Okay, so then okay, move that out. All right. Okay, let's move this up, and this side opens. All right, just curl that up. All right, set that up. And now reach way back here and get this, scoot it up. So, like I said, this is just a daily part of the job, not weekly. Weekly, I take everything out, I scrub it all down. But I'm just trying to get this done now so I can make the video. My daughter-in-law's not an early bird, so I'm just going to send her a video because I don't think I'll be able to show her this. And she's really busy, so hopefully my granddaughter will be able to do all of this, All right, so I'm not too worried about this hay right now because it's just hay, and it's all going to get covered anyway, so. All right, so now we put this back in. It's their hay box. I do that so that way the hay doesn't get all over the place. And every once in a while I'll change this box out, but it's pretty well protected. So, and then I put all of this stuff back. Okay, the green ones go down first, and the first one that went out goes back because that's the one that goes with the hay. All right, so that goes all back in there, and then this one is in the middle. Okay. And this way they have, this blue pad down here is waterproof. And these little mats, they absorb a lot of the pee, but that's not all that's there. So then we put this one down. This one technically is the cleanest because that's where they sleep. And then I slip this back over here. Okay, that is just basically to catch poops and any extra pee so that way they don't lay in the pee. All right, then I put the clean ones down. All right, doesn't matter what side because they usually sleep under them or move them around and stuff. And then I put this back. Again, I'm doing all this one-handed, so it would be a lot easier if I could, just do it all. But and then I try and move the edges so that way they can have their little beds nice. And I don't know why I do all that because they usually try to get underneath them. But there. All right, so that's that. And then they're kind of fat, so I move these out just a little bit, and I just do that. So that way, see, they have their little hideys there. And then I put the cover over the top just so they have a little added darkness and they don't feel, scared or anything because they're prey animals, so no matter what you do, they're going to feel scared. All right, and then try and put that on the edge. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I usually just kind of scoop that down, and then that side's fine. I close that up. All right, and they're almost done. Look at that. See, here comes Chocolate. Hi, Chocolate. Does it meet your approval? All right. Oops, got a little bit of hay in here, too. I like to keep this mat over here because those little bars there, it kind of hurts their feet, Oh, we already got a poop. Look at that. Already got a poop. And let me get this and shake this out. Okay. And they like to sit over here sometimes, but not very often. But I like to keep it nice and soft. All right, so now we have to go get the pee pad. Now, during the day, I use one of these and two of the smaller pee pads, which are back here. Okay, and I bring the hay box inside. Hi, BB. See, look, BB's checking everything out. Hi, sweetie. I will get to you guys. Don't worry. This is the guinea pigs for now. Move this inside. Sorry, again, one-handed. All right, and what I do is I put the hay box on the ground. We can move this back outside now because that is just, there's only one thing that was really kind of wet, so. All right, so then we open up the pea pad on the floor just so we can put some hay on it. But here's the scoop. All right, is these two pieces here. Because the guinea pigs, man, they pee a lot. And they poop a lot, but mostly pee. So, which means they're healthy because that's normal. And they get lots of water and lots of good veggies that, keep them hydrated. I can open this up. So these two pads right here I put on to absorb the pee. And I usually put them right in the corner like this on this side, because when you put it inside, you'll see that the hay is going to be up here and they pee here. So, which means in the second part of the day, the evening, when you just do a spot check and pick up, this is coming out. That way, overnight, they'll have this will be clean. Okay, so I'm going to put the hay on there. Hold on. Okay, that's the hay. I like to put a lot for the guinea pigs, more than I do the rabbits, only because guinea pigs like to play in their hay, hide in their hay, eat their hay, poop and pee on their hay, but they don't eat the strands that they poop and pee on. They obviously know what strands those are, but you know, this way they're clean, and this way they can do whatever they want, and they have tons of hay. And I get it by the half bales at what's it called, Tractor Supply. So for like $20, it's great, and it's basically a lot of hay for nothing, and it's good quality hay. So all right, I'm gonna put this up in the cage. So pause it again for a second. All right, so here we go. We set it down up here just like that. So oops, oh hi guys. Okay, so let's scoot that in the back because Chocolate here, this is Chocolate. Chocolate really likes, and then I try and, you know, loosen it up in here so they have a lot to work with. Okay, but this is where they're gonna pee, and this is where they're gonna pee, and here too. But I'm gonna get a washcloth and put it here. The washcloth is gonna get changed sooner than the evening because I'm pretty you know, what should I say, no pun intended, I'm pretty anal about all of this. I just don't want them to be laying in their poop or pee because they can actually get urinary tract infections. And hi sweetheart, I know that's the gloves, I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to take this and move it over here for now because they're done and I have to set up their pellets. These guys live for their pellets, and all of that is good. Everything's good. Okay, today, just remember, it's not going to be perfect because it's a daily thing, not a weekly, which is an overhaul. So let's get them some pellets, all right? These are their pellet bowls. Okay. And look at Chocolate. Hi, Chocolate. Hello, Chocolate. Okay. Good. Now I only put in just enough to cover the little seeds in the bowl. This, you know, the design in the seeds of the bowl. Just enough there. Okay, not too much because they get this every day, and they're 6 years old, so they're kind of old, and they're probably, and they don't run around a lot. I set that one kind of there or over here. He, you know, gets his space all set up. So there, see, and he drinks water, gets his pellet. Drinks water, gets his pellet. It's pretty funny. All right, and this guy's gonna finish his stuff, but do you want your pellets? Beans, do you want your pellets? Okay, well, I will set Beans' pellets down right here. Sorry, sweetheart. Right there. Okay, because he likes his pellets too. So I don't want to put their food on the hay because if they don't eat it, I don't want it to... Sorry, sweetheart. Oh, man, I did this really bad. Okay, let me move that over. There. Okay, honey bun. There. Now, Beans is going to eat his. Hi, sweetie pie. Hello. Okay, he's not getting anything you're not getting. Trust me. Now, these are two brothers. They're 6 years old. They are... You have to do everything the same. You can't do something for one and not the other because they're brothers. So if you have a brother, you know that you can't just do one for the other, you know, and not for both. So, all right, so that's the guinea pigs.